The other really good scene, besides the reverse bear trap scene, at least to my...
So your favorite scene is the reverse bear trap, and it's not close.
Yeah. The other really good scene...
Hold up. Why is he losing it?
Just where he was getting us, and then
I'm trying to move the conversation forward.
Phrase that just and my brain finished the sentence before he finished talking.
I've been having some weird dreams lately, and I think it's because I listen to the Cover podcast. Welcome to The Cover, where three Hoosier friends judge books by their covers and movies by their trailers.
That's right. I'm Brett, here with my fellow Indiana natives, Remington and Marcus, ready to dive into the stories that keep us up all night and occasionally put us to sleep.
Whether you're a bookworm, movie buff, or just here for the witty banter, we've got you covered.
Each week, we'll dissect a different book or movie, sharing fun facts, hot takes, and moments that make Marcus cry. Spoiler alert, we're not experts, but we're definitely opinionated.
From literary masterpieces to blockbuster flops, nothing is safe from our snarky reviews and wild tangents. Who knew Hoosiers could be this entertaining?
So grab your popcorn and reading glasses, because we're about to embark on a hilarious journey through the pages and screens that shape our lives. Or at least our weekends.
You're listening to The Cover. Let's get the show on the road before one of our kids wakes up.
We'll say that I thought that Nate was a little soft in that. Like, I didn't feel like we did a good job of controlling his...
He wasn't soft during E.T., you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Hey, not when he was watching it. That mom in the cat suit.
Did you push record?
Oh, yeah, I pushed record.
Jerks.
You inherited the darkness.
Welcome. Hello. How are you?
Hello, shalom.
This is The Cover podcast.
Shalom means peace, peace.
I'm your host,
Perfect peace.
Brett Wiggins. I'm full of grace that leads to peace.
Flanked by Marcus Mangus.
And as always, to my left, the flank.
Flanks.
Marcus
in
Mangus.
his flanks.
Below your throat.
And sitting to my right is Sir
Remington Rems.
You know what's funny? This isn't a double, and I haven't even taken a drink yet.
We're off to a rousing
We're off
start.
to a great start. I think it's because you opened that window. I feel fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel wide awake.
That's the hookah window.
The hookah window. You know, okay, so I'm just going to ask this question before we get into anything, because I thought of it during pre-show. Where is your secret spot you watch movies like this when you have to watch it during the day? Because we were talking.
I think the three of us are the only ones that have to do something like that.
Well, I think I don't know.
Who else has to sneak a movie in the middle of a day?
So no, but like Marcus was saying, his oldest can watch different movies. So if he's going to watch a movie, he has to watch it in his office away from the other kids.
Yeah.
So for me, it's in my office. Well, little 4-year-old Hazel walks in. Daddy, get out! Get out!
Yeah, at any point of this movie, you can't even pause. You can't even pause because it is just stuck.
What are you
there.
watching? Saw. What? No, I know you saw. What are you watching? Oh gosh. We answered 9 questions.
Yeah, mine's The Office.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. Sometimes every week about one of your favorite books or movies. While Spotify may tell you it's all books, we promise it's movies.
Lots of movies, because Remington can't finish this book on fast enough.
We do have a book.
I had 3 plane rides where I could have. I was ready. I'm ready. Don't blame me anymore. We're good. I'm ready.
So
I'm gonna have to
get
ready.
And I finished a Grisham novel.
Which one?
The Reckoning.
Yeah.
I just cannot deal with Homeboy that just killed a dude. I don't want to give away the ending. Read the book, but you and I need to talk offline about freaking Pete and his decisions.
No, I know what it was. Rem had so many other things he was excited to read. He's like, I gotta play the long game.
You would think so. You would think so. This is the only other book. And this one took me months to finish. It was just a busy season of life, but I'm done. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm good. 2 books a month now.
I feel like I've finished multiple books since
What are you guys reading right now?
I've finished a couple.
Yeah. Reading
Mostly like something on ADHD and a couple other things.
So I'm
Riveting.
finishing Traction, working through it. But what's the book I just told you about at church yesterday that I was like, it's in an omnibus?
Oh, that's yummy.
And,
Cherry and bourbon.
I'll look it up. But I'm going to start reading through that because I finished my other book,
Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost. You read that, Rem?
Is that a fiction?
Mm-hmm. It's like a fable, but yeah, it's fiction.
I should read that.
It's deep, man. I don't know if you can handle it.
Mm.
Hey, what you can handle is telling us what we're covering.
Two strangers, freelance photographer Adam Stanheidt and Dr. Lawrence Gordon, awaken in a dilapidated bathroom with no memory of how they ended up there. Both men find a tape recording, each in their pockets, and not long after listening to them realize they have been trapped in a game perpetrated by the infamous man known as Jigsaw. Escape seems unlikely at first, but Adam and Lawrence soon realize they may have a chance, but at what cost? And are they alone? This movie is Saw, 2004 R rating, 1 hour 43 minutes runtime, starring Cary Elwes and a bunch of other people you haven't heard of, except for Danny Glover.
And the guy from Lost.
Director James Wan. Now, the other people you haven't heard of, Leigh Whannell?
The mom I've definitely heard.
Oh, well, she's in Parenthood.
Yeah.
But Leigh, the other main actor, is the writer. So this started off as a short. He
That
wrote,
makes sense.
He wrote a short, started it himself, and he actually, to his own credit, was a much better actor in the short than he was in this. And I know we're going to get into...
Wait, Adam or Lawrence? Doctor or...
So Cary Elwes, we have featured on the cover with
Princess
Bride, which he crushed. Great role for him. Men in Tights, he's great in all those. This one, not so much.
So it's to the point where I'm like, is the acting so good that I think...
I know.
No.
Because you've seen him so good in other things, you're like, it's got to be me.
Is this acting
It's
so
gotta
good that
be
they
me.
want me to think he's the bad guy?
No,
or
it's
is
just
it so bad?
terrible,
No, he's just
overplayed
not
acting.
a good.
He's not a good horror film star. Like,
he's not a great actor.
I think he is.
He's like a B actor.
He
No.
kind of looks like...
I think he's a great. I think he was great
what's-
in the great things.
What's
that
the
he was
guy's
in.
name?
like
from-
Robin Hood Men in Tights and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean in
So,
spoofs, but
I
in,
guess I
in
would
smart
say...
comedies, he's
Wait,
great.
look at him right now. What's the guy's name from Mad TV that's like, look what I can do?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Stuart. Michael McDonald.
Stuart. Oh my gosh.
He's so bad in this. But the movie's still so good.
Yes.
Like, this is a cult classic. It was made on a low budget. I think it's the most profitable horror film of all
There's
time.
like there's 6 actors in it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot.
It was
of
filmed
cast.
primarily in one room. They couldn't afford any exterior shots.
The rest of it was filmed in some grandpa's attic for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Unbelievable.
Well, what'd you know going into it? Well, I'll tell you what I knew going into it. Marcus, you summed it up really well. I can remember why I liked this movie so much in high school.
Yeah.
It's a great movie for that high school
Throw it on.
Friday night.
Yeah.
So I
Get scared.
Watching it, I was like, why did I love this movie? I really love.
I'm in the same boat.
And then at the end, I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When it
The
all comes
ending
together.
saves it for sure.
Yeah. So yes, I think you summed it up really well. That's what.
Now, did you remember it was coming? Did you remember?
I forgot.
Oh, really?
I did not
Both
forgot.
of you guys forgot?
Yeah.
Did you guys forget that Homeboy was in the middle, like just watching the whole thing? You forgot all that?
Yeah.
So at one point, you thought the dude from Lost is actually the killer?
I did. I was thinking, it's been a very long time since I've seen this movie. Probably 20 years since I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
And the movie that I have in my head must be either Saw 2 or Saw 3, where there's like a woman who's trying to get through a series of
Yeah, it's
different
2.
obstacles.
Dude,
Yeah.
I looked up the cast and I was waiting for 2 hours for Donnie Wahlberg to show up.
Yeah.
He's
Which
in the
one is
second
that?
one.
Yeah. I was thinking of the second one.
So Cary Elwes was in lawsuits with producers over his apparently handshake deal on 1% of the profits, and that was settled out of court. But it was such a thing that he wasn't in like the second one or third one. He comes back later. in like the 4th or 5th or something like that.
And who is Cary? Is
This guy,
Him.
Princess Bride,
okay? Got it.
Fawn Boy.
Yes. Huh. Well, I thought it was his bad acting why he wasn't in the second one.
It could be. I mean, honestly, it's epically bad. Like
It's pretty terrible.
When he's dying.
and
So I was like, okay, if this is so that was the question I asked was, is great acting what it's really like, or is it great acting? Because if what it's really like is that
true,
it's like
true.
That's not
It's
great
so
acting.
funny we're having this conversation, like, because we have so much respect for this guy. We're like, it's got to be me.
It's literally making me question myself.
It's making me question. And you're also right. Like, good acting
might not be the real.
Might not actually be what it's like. Like, if you watched a documentary of people, like, they're not good actors, and it's not as riveting.
Correct.
So great acting draws you in, and man, when he's dying, it's comically bad. I'll come back for you.
Like, if you're the director behind the camera, do you ever laugh?
Dude,
Do you think
the director, one of the writers is in the room with them. Like, he's like, I'm going to cast myself. I got this.
Like, I gotta believe there's some points where everybody in the room looked at each other and they were like, "Oh, come
Brett,
on."
did you
I can't
recognize
believe
what-
that on IMDb, Saw is the first film that pops up for him.
For
That's
who?
unbelievable.
Cary?
Yeah. That is
it's a-
crazy to me.
Probably did all right.
It's not always in order. It's just top 4.
Are you
Because
talking
his other 2 are Princess Bride,
I know,
Robin
but
Hood
it's
Men in
known
Tights.
for Saw is what is the one.
That doesn't necessarily also, by the way, mean that's a good thing. Like, he's known.
Rem, are you talking about Slumdog Millionaire?
No, so when he's
Oh.
digging around in the poop,
Yep.
that's paying homage to Train Spotting, I believe.
Oh.
Which is, I feel like, a movie you've seen.
Yep. And I've definitely told people about. No, I immediately went, oh, Slumdog, everything's connected.
All right.
Always-
So
always
I am going to contend here. Like, I guess this is just his known for filmography, but guys, he's not a good actor.
He is a good actor.
No.
Yes, he is.
My jury's out for me.
What do you mean by good actor? Like, he's not going to win Oscars with the roles he's picked, but neither did Bruce Willis.
No,
Is Bruce Willis a good actor?
Get good enough roles to be. He's not as good of an actor as Bruce Willis, and I don't think Bruce Willis is fantastic, but he's not that good. His best 3 movies are Robin Hood Men in Tights, The Princess Bride, and Saw.
Saw is not one of his. He's most notable,
And
but
all
it's not
3.
best.
No, look at the rest of them.
Well, tell me, are those the 3 best performing movies that
All
he's been in?
He's
3.
in Mission Impossible series. He's been in.
Yeah, exactly. All three of those though are cult camp like classics, and
You're not wrong,
And what
but
I'm
you're also
saying
not
is
right.
like they're essentially
Stranger Things.
like B movies that just catch fire.
but
know?
he's good in them, though.
He's really good.
He's good in them.
He is very memorable in both of his roles.
I thought I was crazy. I went on
in Men in
I
Tights
went on a manhunt for this
and-
very question. For Saw and for Cary, I listened to other podcasts to get ready for this one, and they were just as floored at this performance by Cary.
Do you think there's a chance if you found out his parents were friends with someone in Hollywood, would you be surprised?
Who, Cary?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not that. It's not that. He's a good actor in the stuff he's been. But I will tell you, like, if he peaked at, younger, like in the 80s, then
Dude, he's Look What I Can Do.
early
without a
90s.
doubt.
Robin Hood
He's-
Men in Tights.
he's-
Robin Hood Men in Tights, Princess Bride is his peak. No doubt about it.
there was this take on this other podcast I was listening to that I'm actually going to start listening to, by the way. I'll look it up and give them credit here in a second. But they were basically wondering if, because the writer who plays Adam, who is Leigh, what's his name? What I say his name was? Leigh Whannell. If he was downplaying his acting to not make Leigh feel bad. That was an honest discussion. They were we're not,
You're saying
not going to show it up.
because in the short he was great.
Well, I believe so. I watched the short, and it was the scene. It was the reverse bear trap scene.
You
where
play to the level of your competition. I
I
believe
disagree.
that.
I mean, look at
that reverse
Good
bear
Will
trap
Hunting.
scene is awesome.
It is awesome. So that was the short.
And it's the best scene in the movie.
It it is, and by the way, it's the only scene that doesn't involve the two main actors.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You think that's the best scene
I do.
in the movie?
Yeah.
Where she has to
Yeah.
dig the guy. Yeah.
So describe the scene. What's the reverse bear trap?
So the thing that's been designed, right, is so that she's got it into her mouth, and once the timer goes off, and it's a quick timer. It's like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Like it's fast.
Yep.
Once the timer goes off, though, it goes the opposite direction and rips her jaw apart from her face.
Which reminds me of Candy Cane.
It would be
what
an
movie is that?
awful way to die.
Candy Cane.
And then she has to make a decision on if she's going to go for the key, which is in the stomach of the quote-unquote dead person
in
that's
the
laying over
intestines,
there.
Yeah.
And he isn't dead.
He's not dead, no.
He's just
And
been
she has
paralyzed.
this little knife, and she just goes at it, and she gets it, and she has
Now
to
they screwed up.
recount that.
Here's what they screwed up, though. They say in the movie he couldn't move or feel anything, but he was alive. That's a screw up, because there is a poison, like to truly be like evil. There's a certain thing that you can feel everything, but you're paralyzed, and that's what they should have said when he was done. Because
That's rough.
that's. I mean, if you're thinking like a
I get
serial
that.
killer,
Yeah, you almost were like, oh, fine, he didn't feel anything.
because since then there's been stuff that's come out where
Gerard Butler does that in, what's that movie I said we need to do?
yeah, that it comes up in another movie. It's not a horror movie either. It's like a thrill. It's like an action movie.
So while he's looking that up, she says
Law-abiding citizen. He does that to that
so-
guy, where he can still feel everything, but he can't move.
Yes.
And he can see.
Yeah, I think it was like even in a Bond film. So like that's messed up.
She says afterwards when she's getting interviewed by the cop, she goes, "He helped me,"
Yeah.
but then didn't take it anywhere with it. But that was kind of like his goal, right? His mission was to get people to
Yeah. So
appreciate.
all right. So if you want to get into what's our first question?
Well, we still got synopsis. We got a lot of things to do. First.
Well-
So we'll save it then. We'll save it for you.
Yeah, we can get
seem
back
ready-
into
you seem
that.
Ready to go, Marcus. You're working on 9 words there. I see you're at least at 5. You want me to give you some time there, buddy?
Yes, please. I had it, and now it's gone.
All right, here we go. Slam poetry, 30-second synopsis. What do you think their other title option was? Cigarette. So a narc, a doctor, and a dead guy holding a gun walk into a bar. Lawrence's acting was so bad, he had me convinced he was the bad guy. If I need someone to reach elbows deep into poop, I'm picking Adam. If I need someone to stay calm during a hostile situation, I'm picking Lawrence. If I need someone to throw me anything ever, I am picking neither of these people. My goodness, how are you that bad at tossing things 25 feet?
So true.
Danny Glover is in this? Mom, that looks like the wife from Mad Men, but you're not. What did we learn? Just shoot the guy. I remember loving this movie and I couldn't remember why. What's the deal? Then I realized I don't remember movies. I just remember how they make me feel.
Nice.
Flashy thing. You get
Nice.
flashy thing.
Dude, the amount of times they could have tossed it underhand and they kept throwing stuff like little
They
spurts.
had to they had to go behind a pipe and like dust it off
What
to
are-
find it
what
every
are we
single time.
doing? What are we doing?
By the way, Danny Glover has been a cop in so many movies. I think he is just a cop.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He's not even an
and
actor.
you don't survive that throat slash.
Yeah, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't there some arteries and stuff there?
Oh, sure.
Oh.
But I don't think.
Angels in the Outfield. He's also in. Oh, by the way, I just saw the casting for Angels in the Outfield in a reel.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, him, young Jordan, no, what's his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Is that his name?
Yeah.
And there's like 2 other Academy Award winners in Angel in the Outfield.
Yeah.
Nuts.
You got an angel with you right now.
Got an angel. Did you find
seen that
Tony
forever.
Danza.
Tony Danza? All
All right.
9 words.
Draw me closer, Tony Danza.
You know it's fun to karaoke and replace words without telling anyone and then just look for people to...
If they notice.
Dudes wake up in bathroom. No. Dudes wake up trapped in bathroom with unenviable choices.
Unenviable.
Unenviable.
I think
Like,
that,
I do not envy their choices.
Yep.
If there's a wall of fame for words used in 9 words, that's one of them.
Yeah, you always have to. Your new challenge, since this is getting stale for you,
9 best words used in.
Yeah.
is you need to always throw in a word that I've never heard.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, unenviable.
So a song that Nadine's
that hard.
brother would do at karaoke and replace a word, and it'll be obvious, was Meet Virginia. And it was hilarious. And slowly but surely by the 3rd chorus, you'd see everybody like,
Roni.
yeah. Did you see?
Wait, I got it.
All right, what made us stop and think? Favorite scenes, hidden gems, favorite quotes, hot takes. Rem, I think you've got one for us.
Well, it was so painfully obvious, the paying homage to different other movies, or in this case, potentially just stealing from what they think their cool movies are, because so the story goes like this: the two guys that wrote
and
it.
this was 04.
This movie.
Yep. This
so
is
this
04.
came out in 04.
Yep.
James Wan and Leigh Whannell, written and directed. Both of them wrote it and directed. Basically, they both graduate from Australia. They're both Australian filmmakers. And the 2 movies I kept seeing over and over again were Fight Club and Seven.
I looked up Fight
Yeah.
Club.
Both David Fincher movies.
Yeah.
So it's clear, and they're so young that it's really possible they just have a favorite director and then they don't realize that they're basically stealing from their favorite director over and over again. That's very possible. But, I mean, to their credit, here's the thing. This movie, we've already dogged it so much. It's like one of the most revered series for horror films of all time, which also begs the question, like, why doesn't everyone ever create a Christmas song or Christmas album and do a themed movie? Because it always comes back one time a year. No matter how bad it is, people want more of it. I mean, think about Christmas movies.
Okay, so you're talking about from a Halloween time perspective.
I mean, this
horror.
is surged past the Freddy. I mean, for our generation, it's surged past Freddy. It's
Probably surged past Freddy got fingered.
This is like the amount of times, the amount of times you figured out a way to talk about Freddy Got Fingered, which is a movie that should have never been mentioned on this podcast. I mean, I'm astounded that I've actually seen it.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Freddy, would you like some sausage?
You got him a LeBaron? Oh, it's such a great movie.
It's really not.
This is the scene.
It's really not.
This is the bear trap, reverse bear trap
Yeah.
scene.
So this is the scene. So okay. So Leigh is writing it. They were going a different direction.
Showing her the video of what's going to happen to her face,
Right.
and then her reaction.
Right.
Oh,
And then they do like this different filming where it's like playing Metallica really loud and just flashing lights and all that. By the way, this puppet was made by the director with paper mache and ping pong balls.
nice.
The heavy metal kind of montages happened a couple different times. That was a go-to for sure.
I mean, you had to. One thing I read is that they did not have enough footage in post to create, because as I understand, I'm learning a lot more about videography through this thing, because when you create a movie, you have to have enough different angles that you've shot that scene from, in order to have flashbacks, to have different B-roll while people are talking and stuff like that. And they did not film enough to create a full movie. And so the shots where you see the security camera version of that is actually just the film that they put like filters on.
That's funny.
To create more footage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they did a lot of like duct tape work on this film.
I love stories like that because it's like they're in a situation where it's like, crap, what do we do? And they complete a whole new
and they figured out
option
and make it happen. And it becomes one of the most successful franchises of all time. I think there's 10 of them.
There's 10.
I think so. Yeah.
So do you remember, are 2 and 3? Do they get better for a little bit?
No, so for me, I've seen. I think I saw the first 5 because I was in high school, and that's like you.
I definitely have seen 3 or 4 of them.
I personally thought production wise it got better, and movie wise it got better, but I always thought the first one was the best one because none of the other ones had that twist. Like this was a twist that 17-year-old Remington did not see coming.
Yeah, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for twists.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
This movie is for sure one of those movies that the whole time you're watching it, you're like, why am I watching this movie? And then at the end, you're
because
like,
you think you've got it figured out, and you're like, this is just boring because I've already figured it out.
Dude, the first night that I watched this, now to be fair, I started it fairly late because we got
What
home
does that
from
mean
the
for you, Marcus?
Indie Fuel game.
Oh yeah.
What is starting late for you?
I think it was like a 10:45 or so.
On a weeknight?
No, it was Friday night.
Oh, okay. All right. That's way. I've heard of you starting movies at 12:30.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to, for the audience. I
You're
wanted
built different, man.
100%. I
You're
would
built
do that.
different.
I'll tell you another. I did that last night actually.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Dude,
What is the context in which you have to watch a movie at 12:30?
And then your dog woke you up at 4:30 a.m.
Yeah. I was. I can't remember.
That's rough.
I finished watching this movie and then I came upstairs and Jessica was asleep and I was like, well, crap, not that tired, you know? And I didn't know that she would be asleep already. And so I turn on the TV and I'm kind of like flipping through Netflix. I see this short, right? That's got like Benedict Cumberbatch, Dev Patel, all these guys. And it's a short story that Roald Dahl wrote about this guy who was super rich and learned how to become an awesome gambler and like what he does with it. It's 40 minutes and it's awesome.
Who's this writer?
Roald Dahl. He wrote like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and BFG and all that stuff. Well, he wrote this short story and they basically read the short story
Is he
to
still
you,
alive?
but the actors act it out while they're doing it. It's
that's cool.
He
awesome. And it's very good actors.
Roald Dahl is no longer with us, correct?
As far as I know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
long time ago.
So they dug up this short and then they filmed it. I love those actors.
It's fantastic. It's called like the something Mr. Danger or something like
Ooh.
that.
I'm gonna check that out.
It's 2 or 3 years old. It was really good.
Big fan of all
What's
those.
the book when the animals talk? Animals talk.
Animal House?
The book
Yeah.
when
Or Animal Farm?
animals talk.
The book where
That could be a lot
There's
of
Animal
books.
Farm.
I realized.
Chronicles of
You talking
Narnia.
about George Orwell?
No,
Animal Farm.
That's what I said.
Doctor something. Dr. Doolittle.
Oh yeah.
Did he do Dr. Doolittle?
By the way, that's
I'm not
filmed
sure.
in St. Lucia.
I'm not sure if he did.
Was
Part
it really?
of that is filmed in St. Lucia.
What, like, wait, like the
Not
Eddie
the
Murphy
original
one?
one.
Or like the original, like,
The Eddie Murphy one, I think.
okay, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I read the book when I was like, Roald Dahl, I feel like maybe.
it might be.
Okay.
It might be right.
You know, the book where animals talk.
Yeah, that
St.
one.
Lucia. So to
The one-
finish what I was saying earlier about St. Lucia, because we just got back
Yep.
and it was fantastic. I loved our resort. You can do Caribbean wrongly. You can do it bad, because I've been lucky enough to be mostly company trips go to like resorts where you know a ton of people. The resort's big. There's plenty of stuff to do. I typically don't even like to leave the resort because there's so much
Yeah.
to do in like
Yeah.
4 to 6 days. My wife is the opposite. She wants to go on every excursion there is. Until the end of the trip, she's like, I wish I would have done less excursions. But St. Lucia, the one problem I have with it is the island is so, like, the roads are so bad and there's so few air-conditioned vehicles, and it is hot. And man, I'm telling you, it felt, I mean, every trip we went on was like
And
long and made you sick.
If you're on like a bus to get somewhere, you're going places you're like, this road was not made with a bus
yeah.
in mind.
Yeah,
I'm
you're like
scared
hanging
when
on
we
the
were-
edge of a
Yes.
cliff.
When we went across the country of Costa Rica in a bus,
Yes. Yeah. That's how
that
I
was
felt.
quite the experience.
Yeah, he did a 3-point turn at one point. And we were
Now,
like,
I will tell you, the three of us went on a bus trip in Ireland, and that was awesome.
That was
yeah,
awesome.
it's
That
great.
seeing the countryside of Ireland was so cool. Where were we? Shannon. So we went from Shannon to
I got in a theological argument. It was fantastic.
Galway.
Galloway. And by the way,
Galway.
I was right. It was Bombers, you idiots. I was right. That was the
Bombers.
cider beer that we drank.
Oh,
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
You gave me such crap,
Great
and I was
job,
accurate.
man.
Yeah.
I think
So
you're
it was,
wrong.
It was Heineken, Bombers, and Guinness. All three of which, by the way, were way better in Ireland.
Oh, for
Heineken
sure.
is very skunky in the States. I don't know
That's
why.
because it comes in a green bottle. Anything in a green or clear bottle is automatically skunked.
Because it sits out in the sun when it's being shipped.
That's actually why you like Modelo more than Corona.
It's also a white bottle.
Corona
Or
Modelo?
a clear bottle. Clear bottle.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess you're right.
It's just tastier. But yeah, you're right. But like in Ireland, man, the Guinness is so good. Like I don't like Guinness in the States.
It is
It's
good.
a little too thick and chocolatey.
Apparently because somebody was telling me this. It was like a beer rep or something like that, and he told me that I think it gets pasteurized.
In Ireland?
No, it gets pasteurized in order to come across.
Right.
In order to come across. But when you get it in Ireland, it's not.
Yeah, it's much lighter. It's much
All these
easier
food
to
rules. Have you ever listened to Malcolm Gladwell's podcast about the old McDonald's French fries?
Yes.
That apparently were amazing, the best, and then we took away the ability to use.
Well, what's funny is
Well,
that
I mean, this is the
now
whole
Steak
discussion
and
with
Shake is
RFK.
doing
Yeah.
now Steak and Shake
Beef
is
tallow.
doing beef tallow.
Is beef tallow
it's back.
is real salt.
And that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean that's
Let's go.
so Steak and Shake is making moves, man. They went out in public saying, "Hey,
Dude,
we're
it's-
gonna hang the biggest flag that is allowed per county."
I remember that.
And then they
Saw
publicly announced like all the good ingredients they were using. They
Have you gone into one though? It's so impersonal.
Oh, really? My dad said the opposite.
No. You walk in and you have to order. You have to order on the screen,
Yeah.
and then somebody cooks it back in the back, and then you have to walk up and get it once they call your name or whatever, and you have to like.
So they just need
It's
to
not-
change.
that's not the-
their
I mean, that's
setting.
not
Because
different than Portillo's or anything
that's
else.
Shake
I'm just saying
Shack.
it's impersonal.
Right.
Yeah.
Shake Shack is
But
the same setup, but it doesn't
Steak
feel
and Shake
impersonal.
used to have waiters and waitresses
Right.
and stuff. So.
I think they just need. They probably still have their same layout. They probably just need to completely redesign their
Probably.
situation.
Yeah.
Is my guess. Probably saving a lot of cash. However,
What
I
movie are
love
we doing?
shoestring fries. Saw.
Oh,
Did
I
you see
love
it?
with the cheese on them.
Yes.
Oh,
Shoestring fries with cheeses.
I bet with the beef tallow they're even better.
Have you guys ever tried to watch a horror film on a plane?
Yes. Yeah.
Black Swan.
That was more of a thriller. This was not one where I felt comfortable just leaving up. I had to hunch over at a couple scenes.
Yes. You kind of have your if you're wearing a
It is
jacket,
a little easier now that
hold
it's
it
not up in the.
Yeah, I had to hold it at an angle.
Dude, you know what I watched
Kelsey's
on the plane?
watching Grease next to me and looking over occasionally. I'm like, you don't look now. Don't look over.
You know what I watched on the plane that I really enjoyed and I hadn't watched before? Creed.
Oh.
I had never watched
Oh,
Creed.
Creed is good.
Considered it, but I haven't.
I
watched-
actually don't like Michael B. Jordan.
Not
Michael
fan.
A. Jordan, B. Jordan.
B. Jordan.
He's yeah. I didn't like him in Parenthood, and then ever since then I just
So I
couldn't
give
get
him
over
Black
it.
Panther.
Yeah, Black
You
Panther.
always ask that. I don't even remember him in that.
Really?
He
Yeah.
is the
He's the bad,
He's
the bad Black Panther.
Mm.
yes.
I don't remember if I liked him or not. I definitely liked.
What do you call that?
The other guy.
Anti. He's the
Antagonist?
antagonist. Yeah, he's the antagonist.
You were going for anti-hero, but he's not the anti-hero.
Nope.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Did you guys catch? So it's
Wait,
not,
you like the cheese from Steak and Shake?
Oh, the cheese on the fries.
shoestring
Over like
Mm.
Portillo's?
For
I
me,
never
yes.
had Portillo's.
because I don't like
When I
I
was
don't
a-
like Portillo's.
Have you
I don't
had
like crinkle fries.
Greek's nacho cheese that you dip the breadsticks in?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah, it's
my
very good.
gosh.
I really like Greeks.
A
Just
lot
in
of grease.
general.
Very good.
and certain Pizza Kings.
I mean, okay.
Who all did you believe was the killer at one point in this movie?
I thought it was the dude from Lost.
Okay, so the orderly.
Oh, it totally. I mean, the first time I
the
watched
orderly.
it, the first time I watched it, it totally got me. I remember that from years ago. But
did you
this,
at one point think that Lawson was the killer? At least at one point.
oh, I can't remember back that
Lawson?
far.
Is he the cop?
You- You're talking
Doctor,
about-
the doctor.
You're-
Oh, dude, yes. So
Oh, the doctor.
Lawrence.
Yes.
I do
That's
remember
in there,
thinking
Lawrence?
Danny Glover was the killer. at one
so I
point.
thought he was the killer. I thought
No.
Lawrence was the killer. I thought at one
They
point
do a good job of making you think that.
Yeah.
I thought it was the orderly the whole time.
Lawrence Gordon.
So that
Maybe I
was-
remember that part.
Well, the opening
But
scene when you see the orderly.
when he gets killed at the end and then they pull out the tape recorder and listen to it.
Dude, what a moment. What a moment.
That end
Because
makes
the way-
whole movie.
because
That's the
the-
reason there's 10 of them. Is
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah. The way the camera zones out and shows a different angle that you've never seen before, and the music starts to play, and then he slowly gets up.
Her saying that
So
the daughter
good.
saying that there's a bad man in her room.
Yeah.
And then
not
him.
cool.
Oh, dude.
Not cool. Every nightmare you have as a kid relived as a parent, thinking I put my kid down and then checking a million times.
Oh, not good.
There was a Lifetime movie that I walked in on my mom watching years ago where like the houses were like joined together and some dude was like traveling between the walls. I never slept again.
Oh, dude,
Ever.
that's what's the first Narnia book?
Magician's Nephew.
It's Magician's Nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Is
of.
it?
Yeah, all the houses were kind of connected.
Yeah,
through
that's
the
right.
attic.
They were. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's where they got the idea. What you said 7?
Or that's just how they're
I know the
built
fight. I know
in
the
Europe.
Fight Club references. I know that reminded me of the license scene where he's like,
Oh, I have a good take.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, you said 7, Rem. I don't know the movie set. What's the
Seven Deadly Sins.
What did they?
So
pull
in the
from
movie,
7?
So you haven't seen that movie,
No.
is what you're saying? Have you seen
Ooh,
7,
yeah.
Marcus? So 7 is
Brad Pitt, right?
Brad Pitt, yeah,
And Morgan Freeman.
and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
So the big thing with 7 is the killer is killing people based on the 7 deadly sins. And so if you're a sloth, you're put to do something that is slothful because, you know, you're killed according to the sin that you're committing. And so this movie takes that a little step further, and, you know, whatever you're not appreciating, you need to appreciate it or you're going to die, kind of thing. And so I don't know. I mean, it's psycho serial killer taking matters into his own hands, like being the justice of
Exactly.
everybody, playing God basically because he can't control his own health. Pretty messed up. But I think there's some misses on this movie where that it would have been really easy to not miss, like the Jigsaw piece of it. Like he cut out a couple of puzzle pieces and some of them, but then it wasn't. Like I've seen CSI episodes that were more well put together in 1 hour than this movie with
Criminal Minds.
with loose ends. Yeah, Criminal Minds.
I agree.
Like it just wasn't thought through, which is crazy because some of it was really thought through. Like the very end, you're like, whoa, did not see that coming. And maybe that was the point. Is like
I will
they're
say
throwing
that
you for loops everywhere.
all of the puzzle pieces like that they put in place, you know, they all were purposeful. Like him finding the
pen,
the picture, you know, and then on the back of the picture, it's essentially telling him to turn the lights off. And the fact that he loses the key for he loses the key at the very beginning for his own locks.
Jeez, why is he just standing there?
The puzzle pieces can lead you astray, but they still have to make sense, right? Like they still have to, they gotta make sense still, for them not to be completely wasted. Yeah. So when she eventually, we're screening in the background, when she eventually gets herself out of the binding, which movie magic, you just gotta shoot him. Like
I wrote that down.
You just gotta shoot him.
Just shoot him.
Just shoot him.
Was my note.
Just shoot him.
Like, come on.
Just shoot him.
Freeze! Right there. Stop. You're just asking for it.
I mean,
like, what
that's
is this?
not movie magic, though.
What has this guy done?
That's how most.
The movie
what has this guy
people-
done to deserve your
That's how
mercy?
most housewives / people would react.
No,
in
I'm
those
talking about
moments.
her getting herself out of the
No, I know.
time. Yeah.
Oh, you said that part is movie magic?
Yes, that was.
I've never shot someone before.
You've never gotten out of ropes that people have tied your hands behind your back?
Nope, haven't. Especially not at that moment.
It's part of the fun.
You would think when the gun is to your head, that is
What are you
when-
laughing at, Marcus? What are you thinking about?
I'm just thinking of all the directions, all of them, all at once.
Oh.
All
What kind
right.
of games you play over there?
The other.
I moved a mattress once.
Jeez, Pete. The other really good scene, besides the reverse bear trap scene, at least to my.
So your favorite scene is the reverse bear trap, and it's not close.
Yeah. The other really good scene.
Hold up. Why is he losing it?
Just where he was getting us, and then he,
I'm trying to move
and then
the
he said
conversation
a
forward.
phrase that just. And my brain finished the sentence before he finished talking.
I've been having some weird dreams lately, And I think it's because I listened to the cover podcast.
I was sold by the way that Danny Glover was the killer here. I was
Really?
I something weird. I knew. I was like, is he involved?
I just didn't see how he like. You think he would have given himself he would have cut himself in the
It
throat?
must be so exciting to be Brett Wiggins.
We don't know it at that point.
He
Yeah,
can
we
watch
do.
this movie. You can watch
He
this
hasn't
movie.
been slit in the throat yet. There has he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Brett will be able to watch this movie next year and be just as
I
surprised.
know. It'd be
100%.
so
That's so
awesome.
exciting.
100%.
That's so
Gosh.
exciting. What a crazy way to live.
Anyway, reverse bear trap.
The second best scene I thought was in Adam's apartment when he's remembering
When he's taking pictures to
and he's taking
Illuminate the room.
pictures to illuminate it. If you want to talk about like actual scary, right? Because this movie's not really like all that
No,
scary.
it's like psychologically scary.
But if you want to talk about actual scary, like thinking of being in pitch black, and then every time you're
With
shooting
a
that,
pig
and it's
mask.
just
Yeah.
and then
That is scary.
that was a
And
scary
and
costume. That costume is very scary.
and they nail it with the sound and the score of that.
That's
scene.
the other really good scene, in my opinion. Those are the two best ones.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, I mean, unless you don't count the very final scene. I don't know how you don't count the last scene.
I'm just talking about the.
By the way,
like,
his acting. I will say this about Cary.
Yeah, go ahead.
His acting right before he cuts his leg off is actually pretty good. It shows him being distraught and I got to get to my family. He's freaking out. He does a really good job there.
Which
but as soon
doesn't
as he cuts
surprise
his
me
leg off,
because
it's
anybody
so weird.
that bad at acting, I feel like would be kind of weird and be ready to freak out about stuff. He's freaking out.
Why didn't he freak out earlier though?
Because he didn't realize that he actually had his family.
Yeah,
He had a
moment
picture
realized-
of them with.
But the moment
He does wait a little.
heard that they were suffering and scared, like it all got real.
he had a literal picture of them,
Yeah,
like gagged.
But I can't completely.
At this
answer your
point, he's
question,
still not going to
but-
shoot him.
but-
And he talked to them on the phone.
Well, there's an answer to your question.
Yeah, I agree. Because I was
Cause-
waiting for him to saw. I thought at that point he was ready to saw his leg off, and I was like, "There's 40 minutes left."
Yeah,
And then they go back to being peaceful again. I totally agree with that. Like
Yeah.
he definitely needs to freak out.
I
right
feel
then.
like once you realize this thing is gonna electrocute you,
yeah.
and he's got your family, you just don't have any other choices.
So-
You're a doctor, bro. Like,
Well,
figure it out.
That was interesting. So actually, okay. So Lost Guy. What's Lost Guy's name?
I don't know.
The
Lost
Asian
guy.
dude.
Okay.
There's two
No.
Lost guys. There's
Okay.
Zap.
No.
There's Zap.
Zap.
There's X-Man.
So Zap.
No, X-Men is also Lost Boy. He's in the final seasons of
Oh,
Lost.
I think you're right.
So-
yeah,
so
you
Zap-
you watched Lost more recently.
I did.
When
But I'm
did-
talking about like the main bad.
Yeah,
guy.
you're talking about Zep.
When
Michael
did- when-
Michael Emerson.
Is it Zep or Zap?
Emerson. It's Zep Hendel.
Zep. ZEP.
Yes.
ZEP.
Yeah.
So Zep has an entire computer station set up in their house.
Yeah. Well,
We don't know how long they were.
it's not a computer
unconscious in
station.
that
It's
room.
just the station. He's got the computer.
It would have taken a while to set up that bathroom
The bathroom. What
that
are
they were locked up in.
You're in left field right
No,
now.
man.
You're
I'm
talking
I'm
about
talking
Zep watching.
So
the
I'm talking about
computer.
Zep. So he's in the doctor's house.
in
He's
Yes.
got him tied up,
Computer.
I know.
and he's got an entire station set
computer.
up.
Yeah,
That
I'm way ahead of you, which is why you guys are confused.
Help me
I'm
out.
saying he was able to set up. He was able to set
That's
up
the most
the
Marcus
computer
thing I've ever
station
heard.
because it took the other guy who was actually setting up the whole thing in the bathroom that would lay down. Like that took a long time. So there was a lot of time that you weren't aware of between the kidnapping
No.
and between.
Oh, so you're saying they're not in his house? They're not tied up?
they are in his house.
They're in
but
his house?
They're in the doctor's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying that
I'm
you
just
think
saying that he
Zep
had plenty of
set
ti-
up a bunch of different monitors. All he
On
did was
the-
set
on
up
the other-
a
in the-
monitor.
but it's like a I don't.
Yeah, but it's like a 2004 monitor.
Yeah, it's like a whole
This-
station. I don't know. It was
This
just
took a while. Like you,
Interesting.
I mean,
the other side of that. You're saying when you're saying bathroom, what are you talking about?
that they're stuck
the
in.
scene that they're in the whole time.
Okay.
You remember how they're like in a bathroom?
Yep.
Okay,
But the doctor
just making sure.
the doctor leaves. Oh, this could be a whole day.
Zepp
later.
isn't the one. Zepp
Yes.
isn't the one that sets up the
I got
scene.
you.
Welcome
I got
to the
you.
Cover Podcast,
Okay.
where we film Brett in
I
on a
got
movie
you.
he
Did
just
you see
watched.
the end?
Doctor leaves and it's immediate. It happens. So this could be the next day. They could set up.
You don't know how long it was
Okay, I'm with you.
because it took homeboy that was laying there unconscious the whole time messing with him.
I am not afraid
So
to
you
ask
watch this
questions.
during the day in your office? That's cheating for a horror movie.
No. Well, yes, but I had it was pitch black in my office.
Was it loud?
It wasn't as loud as I wanted it to be. Dude, all the new Apple TVs, you can connect your Bluetooth headphones to them
Oh, that's cool.
and listen on blast.
Can multiple people connect their headphones?
Nate says yes.
Two people can.
Yes.
So Apple TV.
Yep, your
Like-
Apple TV can.
So that you can be having a very
Like the little
individual
box?
experience right next to each other.
Dude, but from a sound
But
perspective,
from like a someone sleeping perspective, like in your house, that would be really nice. You
dude,
could watch the movie
from a sound
in the room.
perspective, it is crystal clear. It's awesome. However, the Apple TV in my office is one generation too old.
So yeah. Oh yeah. I don't
So,
have.
I was
any.
on 18.
My favorite thing on the group chat this week was when producer Nate says, "Is everybody going to be there?" And because he's been on the last 3 podcasts. He's like, "Is everybody going to be present?" And we said, "Yeah, we're all going to be there." He's like, "Oh, good, because it's hard to take notes and cover my eyes at the same time."
That's good. Yeah, it's scary. Were you more jumpy for this one or for Nope?
Nope, I was ready to jump more. This one,
I caught you.
yeah, probably made me jump a couple more
Nope
times.
messes with your emotions more, like
Yes.
with the music and with everything else.
Yes.
It's what we talked about. Like Peel is literally just telling you, like, I've got you on a string.
Yep.
Whereas with this movie, it's intellectual. Like you're trying to figure it out, right? Like there's some stuff to figure out in Nope,
Yeah.
but he's playing with your emotions because you're just waiting for the shoe to drop, and it kind of never does.
Who's this guy that's tied up? Because we know him.
No, he kind of looks like the Doc.
He looks like
the
Doctor from Back to the
from
Future,
Back
right?
to the Future.
But
He
it's
looks
not.
like
It's not,
Doc,
yeah.
but it's not. It's funny you say that though. I thought that too. So the Danny Glover shot all of his
Christopher
scenes
Lloyd.
in 2 days,
Yeah.
and
That's great.
like if you're the two like writer directors, you're thinking we scored Cary Elwes and Danny Glover. This is going to be epic. But to be honest, like the movie was better than both of those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
But I
like makes
bet-
you wonder, like, did we really need that? But I wonder if
I bet
people
it
would
got
have gone.
people to
Would
come.
people go and watch?
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
because they
there's
know the guy
decisions
from
like that
Princess
made.
Bride and the Forever Cop.
The
Yeah.
guy from Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah,
Free.
Danny Glover probably still had pull back then, or at least legitimized it. I do
I mean,
think
he was a big 80s, 90s star
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah,
I do think one
Lethal
move
Weapon?
Yeah.
that Cary had that I was very impressed with as Doctor. Is it Lawrence? I keep saying 2 different words.
Lawrence, right?
It's Dr. Lawrence, Gordon.
So when he turns off the lights. Well,
Was that Bane?
great chance to ask Marcus. What are we drinking, Marcus? What is this?
It's called Night Tripper.
And did you use the Green River? Yeah, you used Green River.
Not to be confused
Bourbon
with
for
Day
these.
Tripper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a Manhattan,
Yeah.
but not. But it is like
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Yeah, we can post the recipe if we
It's
want.
fantastic.
It's really good.
Anyway, he turns off the lights to communicate with Adam.
Oh, really? That's Ned Bellamy, huh?
Do we know who Ned Bellamy is?
Yeah, the
guy that's.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in plenty of famous stuff.
Are we talking about the Asian guy or the guy
No,
tied
the
up?
guy that's
tied
tied up.
Okay, it's a very short role. So Dr. Lawrence turns off the lights to communicate with Adam, so that way, whom he thinks is the killer, Zepp, doesn't know what they're doing or communicating when he's gonna fake the cigarette to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I got.
How
a
do
fun
you guys
fact
feel about
this.
Adam's fake death?
Dude,
It's pretty bad.
that's
but,
okay.
But he also is.
It's supposed
It's
to be
better
bad.
supposed to be
than,
bad,
It's better
right?
than Carrie's
It
fake
was
death.
so funny.
It was hilarious.
Carrie doesn't die though.
That's the point.
Oh.
That's
But-
the joke.
Yeah. So what's
When
your
does
what's your
Carrie
what's your
fake die?
All right. So the fun fact
well,
is
when he's at the end, he's dying as he's crawling away, and it's just very bad.
So initially, they're supposed to.
He's losing a lot of blood, Brett.
Yeah, we're saying it's bad acting.
I'm just kidding. You're saying it's actually bad acting, whereas the actor that plays Adam is trying to act bad while he's dying.
Yes.
So this is a pretty
Leonardo
bad. This is a
DiCaprio.
pretty bad fun fact, if I'm being honest. Like I read it and I was like, this is how did they not realize this? Apparently, the script called for them cutting the pipes where they could talk through the pipes without letting the person watching know. But they were cutting the pipes with the saw, in which case they could have just cut themselves free.
If they would have just cut the pipes.
If they just cut the pipes instead of the chain.
That's right.
And so they actually, I believe, went so far as to film that scene, and they had to change. That was another thing that had to change in post.
That's
because they're
funny.
like, yeah, that would ruin the whole movie.
Great
You guys could have
catch.
just wait. This wasn't chained to anything.
Talk about movie magic.
Okay, here's what I want to know.
like the elephants. You know what I'm talking about with the elephants? How they train elephants?
Someone's ego got in the way. I promise. When they brought this up and they go, guys, do we really need to refilm all of it? Is anybody going to know? Like, someone almost ruined them not
The
ruining the
pipes?
movie. Yes, someone almost did.
So have you heard this thing about how they train elephants?
So that when they're little, they
Yeah.
tie a little string around their foot, tie it to something in the ground so they can't
Stake
move.
in the ground,
Yep.
yeah.
And then they leave it there as they're getting older, but they still act that way, right? Even
Yeah,
though they can
so
pull it
I
out.
don't know.
Better-
I don't know anything about this.
Better explained is that you tie a stake in the ground. You tie a chain around its leg, and the baby tries to get away, but the stake is too strong, and it knocks it over, and finally it just gives up. Then, as the elephant starts to age, they do this every single day to break its spirit to the point where it realizes it's never going to get away. So even when it grows to be like 6,000 to 10,000 pounds, the second it feels resistance, it assumes it cannot get away, and that's how they train elephants. And so, like, it's been used as metaphors for like limited beliefs, limited thinking. And I just thought, if in this movie, if there's holes that we could find where it's just like, wait, you could have it wasn't chained to anything, or there's definitely, they probably thought about that pretty hard afterwards in post.
Where do you think this is? You think this is supposed to be like New York, Chicago? What do you think?
Gotham.
Okay, so let's say it's Gotham. These nasty apartments these people live in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny Glover's apartment.
So it made me
Kind of
think
remind
of,
you of Harcourt.
It made me think of no, dude, Harcourt's like golden
Yeah,
palace.
Harcourt.
Here, because in Tick Tick Boom, his apartment
yeah.
is
Yeah.
epically horrible too.
Yeah.
Are these for legit like big city horrible apartments? Like, do you think they're actually like what we're seeing in these movies?
I have no idea.
I would love to know.
You're saying like
I'm gonna guess.
graffiti
I'm gonna
inside.
guess
Yeah.
yes. I'm gonna guess yes, and here's why. Because I remember all growing up, I would see these TV shows, and they would be playing high school basketball games in these tiny little gyms that are smaller than our elementary school basketball games we're in. And I remember thinking, that's not realistic. Why don't they play in real gyms? And then I found out at some point in my adulthood that Indiana is just freaks about basketball. And actually, in a lot of these other states, they are very small gyms.
Dude,
that they
not
play
even
in.
in other states. Like my gym was very small. Like you had bigger schools. Like we had very small gyms we played in.
Well,
Where they didn't have, we played in some gyms that were carpet. We played in some gyms. I'm dead serious.
like in churches.
Yeah, like we would
Yeah.
play like private schools and churches. Like we played the Indiana School of the Deaf, which fouled really hard.
Yeah, but I'm talking about.
Those were mean sons of guns. We actually have a lot of them that listen to the podcast.
I didn't hear the whistle. I didn't hear the whistle. Play through the whistle. That's what they say.
Dude, for real. Like the refs would have to go around and pry them off of us well after the whistle.
Dude,
Like
okay, be
play
honest,
is dead.
Be honest.
They fouled hard.
Did you ever like have the ball before you made a move, and like look around like what's the
Like
call?
play dumb,
and then
go
they
around
like let up, and then you just dribble past them.
You know, I know you're kidding, but like it wouldn't have worked because they just kept playing until they were pried off of you. Like it was brutal. So you guys didn't play? You didn't play the School of the Deaf?
No.
But no, Marcus, I've played in a church gymnasium before. Rem is saying he played a high school basketball game on carpet.
I don't know
that's
if it
what
was
I'm saying.
high school. It might have been lower.
So that's what I'm saying is I would
But
be
even in high school,
watching-
we would play in gyms where there were no stands. Like people would have to stand on the outside like a YMCA. Like we
Really?
played in small courts, small gyms.
Now, I mean, yeah, I guess we.
You
just
know
never
what?
did.
I love small courts. What I hate is humongous gyms that are empty.
Oh yeah.
I hate that. I'd much rather have fans on top of you, no room to do anything.
Well, all I remember is like watching like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and like and like a lot of these other places.
That was my high school. That size of gym.
And I was like, man,
Yeah.
I thought you played in the Wigwam.
I did play in the Wigwam. That's why it was so epically crazy that we played in our gym and then the Wigwam in the same
But
week.
to your point, Marcus, you're saying that discrepancy between the two is like, hey, there's probably a apartment.
Yeah, there's probably apartments that kind of suck, and
Those are bad. Yeah, the one that Adam lives in is very, very bad.
yeah, not good. I wrote this down. I'm just curious. Did we have escape rooms before these movies came out?
I don't know.
I don't remember escape rooms more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, they've definitely been around for at least a decade. I just don't remember them when I was a kid or anything.
Remember,
I had in
you
high
got
school.
the inside track on Fisher's business. Escape room
I have yet
Fisher's
to
still
do
going
one if
strong.
I'm being honest. I've never done it.
Really?
Yeah, I know it was a big. I mean, they.
I like escape rooms. I don't think I would like doing an escape room with you.
Why?
I think that you would get very frustrated and be waiting on everybody else to do all the things.
What? I mean, I've never played, so I don't know what the take is.
So escape room Fishers, you don't
The
have any
escape room,
inside
as
track
we
on.
know
Well-
it today, originated in Japan in 2007.
There you go. 3 years later. So
Inspired by video games and You Are Hero books.
And Saw.
And I think Saw. I think we can call it Saw.
yeah, they were inspired. The video.
I was
games were
actually
inspired
thinking
by
about
Saw.
that because I thought, we could do a cover podcast escape room.
Versus
and then I
Wives.
started thinking about our specific dynamic, and I was like, I don't know if we'd make it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never not made it out of an escape room.
I don't get that into that stuff.
I know. That's why
That's
I don't.
more who you gotta
I-
be worried about.
I
I
don't-
would be all over it.
I know, but like, you would be so frustrated with the room, with the people, with everything. Like, we've
I
done
think you're
enough things
projecting.
together.
I think you're projecting. This sounds like something you would do.
Nope.
You guys would be annoyed with me because I wouldn't be into it enough.
Correct. Yeah.
We'll do a drink or two before, and
Nate
get
would
all
be good at
loosey-goosey
escape
and then
rooms.
do it.
I would do escape rooms with Nate.
Nate would
Here's
be
what we'll
very
do.
good at escape rooms.
We'll do men versus women, or we'll draft
Okay,
teams.
That's all you had to do.
Ooh, draft?
Yeah, we'll draft teams.
Oh.
So Marcus drafts all the girls.
I would probably draft the girls.
Marcus just goes into management mode. Great.
Nate and the girls.
with a bunch
That's
of wives
I
who
want.
do not want to be managed. I would love to see you in an escape room with all the wives.
All right.
That would be great.
What else?
Who
made
would
us-
I be escaping from is the question.
You'd probably be escaping from the wives.
What else made us stop and think?
He's so bad. Look at this. Look at Stuart. So the part where he's digging through all the poop in the toilet, that's paying homage. to
I wrote this
Trainspotting.
down and now it makes sense. And I was reading it and I was like, oh. I said, it's fascinating that he lets the women, the daughter and the mom, see his face. And that's when I'm thinking that he's the killer. The orderly. Zed or whatever.
That's when you're thinking he's not the killer.
No, that's when I'm thinking he is. And I'm thinking, why is it that he's being so careless that he's letting them see his face?
'Cause
Like
he's gonna
he
kill
has
them.
to kill them. And the reality is that he was being so careless because he's not actually Jigsaw.
Yes. He wouldn't even be
Um,
thinking about that.
yeah,
Which it made me think of the Jason Bateman movie Carry On. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen it yet.
No, I heard it was good though.
You guys haven't seen that?
Have you been
soak
waiting?
This in.
Have you been waiting for 2 years to
You
say
want to
that?
talk about a killer
Carry On
movie.
and Freddy Got Fingered.
Is that a Christmas movie? Carry On.
No.
Oh.
Dude, the
Carry
same.
on my way,
I don't want to give it away
son.
since you guys haven't seen it, but it definitely had some Carry On vibes. I bet Carry On stole from Saw. Some
That makes sense.
Inception killing. Yeah.
I mean, so where I keep saying that they stole from David Fincher movies, like the epic scene in Fight Club, where Brad Pitt goes to the 7-Eleven, takes the dude out, puts a gun to his head, and says, "This was not your dream. You do not want to be here. You need to quit and go live your dream." And then tells Edward Norton, tomorrow's going to be the best day of his life. That scene, those phrases were reused over and over again in Saw. Like, people don't appreciate what they have. Like, I need to.
You don't appreciate life.
You don't appreciate life.
Yeah.
Do they admit to it? Like when they were interviewed?
Just the one girl. Just the girl says, like, he saved me, is what she says.
But do the writers, director, do they admit to
stealing from? No. I mean, nothing I
wouldn't
found.
necessarily call it stealing, but being inspired by.
Sure, I don't even care.
It could be an homage too.
Yeah.
Tarantino does that a lot.
Yeah.
So do
the
other
difference.
directors.
The difference between the
Like,
problem is Fight Club
being influenced by and maybe not realizing it versus
Fight
playing
Club,
an homage.
Yes.
Fight Club has way less holes in the plot. I mean, first of all, he's crazy, so he's causing chaos for that reason. But, like, I don't know. The Jigsaw killer doesn't know what he wants. I don't feel like he doesn't. At least in the first one.
I think it's an experiment.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally just trying to figure out how can I get two people to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept making a big point. So this is.
I think though he keeps escalating it, right?
Well,
so what's interesting this time is that he puts himself right in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. How like the big hole for me though is there's just no way this guy is zapping them while being down there and no one's noticing it.
If you're being zapped and all you're doing is pushing a button, I totally disagree.
Because I remember thinking,
you also would be breathing.
The breathing part is interesting, but I mean,
maybe he gave himself a bunch of
yeah,
sedatives.
Yeah, but
this
then you
guy's a
also would have to be
serial killer.
zapping yourself.
Yeah. So, but it doesn't, because I
You're
remember
zapping the other
thinking,
people.
how is Zap electrocuting them?
I mean, we're talking
right now?
6 hours that this happens? Is that about what it was? 4 hours,
yeah,
6
but
hours?
he's crazy. Like he's crazy.
It doesn't make him less
And you know what? And you know what? If he
It
did
could.
if he did start moving or breathing, what are they gonna? They're thinking this. They're not gonna be like, oh, this is the killer. They're gonna
they wouldn't think that it's the killer.
right.
That's for
So
sure.
I think it'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. I was thinking, how is Zap electrocuting them while he's doing all this other stuff? And it was a big like, oh,
that's why.
filled the hole
Okey
for
doke.
me. Yeah, that filled a hole for me.
And also, like, if you think the guy's dead, you look at his, like, you're not thinking this guy's not really dead. He's playing dead. You're not paying attention at all. You're looking at everywhere else of things that you want to
Holes that I
help you get out.
hated that didn't get answered was his whole thing was like making people appreciate life, but then he's hurting and would have ended up killing the wife and the daughter. And what did Zap do? He didn't do anything.
They didn't define what his issue was.
No, he didn't even have. He just literally was like,
What was on the recorder?
To teach this doctor a lesson.
He was the nice guy. He was like, his name is John.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
To teach this doctor a lesson, I'm going to kill 3 innocent people in the process.
Yeah.
Hold up. You're
you
saying
think
the
he
doctor
actually
wasn't
had
guilty of
slow
anything?
act- acting poison?
To teach the so Jigsaw's thinking, to teach the doctor a lesson, I'm just going to rope this nice guy.
No, every
orderly.
single recorder started with why you're here. Adams was,
so you're saying Zaps we just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we do know. It was said on the recorder. You just don't remember. Like, I don't remember either. Like, we can. But he starts the recorder with, hey, this is, you have woken
You're
up
right.
not enjoying life. You're going to enjoy
That's
it
right.
now.
That's right.
Okay. Well, the
Um,
wife and the daughter, at least.
Well, they
The
didn't get recorders.
The last made me think, don't you guys think that if Miles Teller was Adam, this is a better film?
Dude, if anyone else was Adam.
I know,
That's what
but
I'm saying.
I keep looking at this guy thinking Miles Teller.
Miles Teller would have crushed this.
He would have killed it.
Miles Teller would have crushed this.
Miles Teller also would have been like 13.
Who I know, but I'm just saying,
I
like,
get it.
if you get to 2013 or something instead of 2004, but
He's not terrible. You should watch the short and tell me how you think he acts in the short, because
this guy's in the short.
Yeah, this is the writer. This is
Oh.
Lee. Lee is the writer.
I
of
missed that,
this.
sorry.
He is the original Australian. He wrote this in college and immediately got it picked up.
He
right
does
out of
have some
school.
funny lines.
Like what?
Funny lines, like, "My name is very effing confused. How about you?"
Or after he checks the top of the toilet and finds the saws, "I really wish I would have checked in there first."
Yeah, that was funny.
He calls his ex-girlfriend a feminist vegan punk. I thought that was funny.
Like that. Well, since we're moving on to
Why do you?
additional
Never
quotes and
mind.
gems, did you guys notice? Did it give you any nostalgia when the TV was set to channel 3?
Oh,
Remember when you had to set the
yeah.
TV, like
To turn on
channel
the
3 was,
VCR.
yeah,
Yeah.
the channel 3. Yeah.
This film was originally
That's
intended for straight-to-video release, by the way.
Whoa.
After positive screenings, it was given the nod. So this was at Cannes. This was at Sundance, and it had an NC-17 rating because it was way too graphic in the bear trap scene. They really dug into the intestines and like showed a ton of stuff. So they had to make 2 edits to get it from the R rating to get it to play on screens.
So speaking of channel 3, you guys played Halo growing up?
Oh yeah,
No.
You know, okay, so you're playing multiplayer, you kill somebody, and
teabag him.
you would just like your player, Marcus, when you
Yeah,
press,
I've watched it.
Okay.
I've just never played it.
so you would just hump this dead corpse, essentially is what you're doing, and we would do it for I mean,
I'm so fascinated to find out where this conversation is going.
so upstairs in the game room
We
at
would
my
just
parents'
hump
house.
these dead people for hours, is what he's saying.
It was all through cable, right? All the TVs in the house were technically connected at one point. It's cable.
Yeah.
If you went to this weird channel in the living room, it would do a very grainy feed of whatever we were doing in the game room.
Mm-hmm.
So I come downstairs, my parents were like, "Why are you humping everybody that you killed?" Yeah. You would just...
And it was that day he realized he could no longer use the television upstairs.
I was like, "We are lucky that is what you saw."
All right, so check this out. The profit. So Cary Elwes filed a lawsuit against the producers for the 1% profit. This film made $100 million globally. $100 million.
What's
So-
1% of that?
1 million.
$100 billion.
million dollars.
He was not in the second or third one. He was in Saw 3D in 2010
They
because
just
of that.
out of court agreement payout.
We need to watch what his character does in that movie. Like, does he walk in that movie?
I almost watched the second one, but instead I watched that awesome short by the Raw Doll. And
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that.
yeah.
Dude, ChatGPT is becoming like everything else, where the reason I thought of this is because after you watch a movie, it automatically recommends another movie to watch. That's why you almost watch the second one, right?
ChatGPT.
I'll get there. Just you watch this movie, and it's like Saw 2 will start automatically in 10
Oh,
seconds, right?
yeah.
Dude, have you noticed at the end of every ChatGPT answer what it does?
Does you want us to put this in?
Dude, it's
We've talked
turning
about this.
We've
It's
talked
always been like that.
dude.
It's a good salesperson.
But I
Controls the conversation.
It wants you to stay on
I
ChatGPT.
thought it was going to be different. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah, this
just,
is the thing that's
just
going to be
wait
different
until-
and morally better.
Just wait until, like Google, companies that are paying for it show up more frequently on ChatGPT or Claude or any of these other ones. It's going to happen soon.
Grok.
Yeah.
All right. Any more quotes, hidden gems?
I just couldn't watch this movie without thinking about all of these actors and all the other shows and stuff that they were in.
I really thought she was Mad Men girl, but no. Parenthood.
Yeah, Parenthood.
Parenthood.
Parenthood, Lost, Angels in the Outfield.
I get those two confused too, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was glad I wasn't the only one. Betty?
She's been in quite a few things.
To that point, I saw a post the other day that had the 4 main characters of A Knight's Tale and their main roles, and it said where were these four brothers, like, where were these 4 united in a movie? And instantly I knew, and I was like, how many people struggle with this?
Yeah,
because it was like Paul Bettany when he's
Vision.
It was Rowan when he's on Game of Thrones.
Oh, is he in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he's one of the kings. It was Heath Ledger's the Joker.
What is it for?
Guess what it is for the redhead dude.
It could be so many things.
No clue.
Dodgeball, the pirate.
We got to do Dodgeball sometime. That movie's so funny.
Dodgeball is fun.
Dodgeball's good. You can dodge a wrench.
Are we ready for ratings?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I'm a 6.2.
Interesting.
6.7.
I'm an 8.
Oh, nice.
I love
I'm
this
not
movie.
upset about an 8.
Yeah.
I'm not upset at all.
I'm an 8 for all the reasons. Like you watch this for the
I was like
you
a
enjoy
5
this for the
until the
reason
end,
you
by the
watch
way.
it.
Yeah. Yes. I was wondering. Why was I so excited about this?
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
good.
did think that many times while I was watching this.
Now here's the deal.
When does this get good?
I don't know if I just put aside the bad. I do know. I had to have put aside the bad acting because I'd never watched a movie like this before. I had to assume it was going somewhere. It kept me guessing, and I'm like, I can't figure out which one is which. When does he actually? And he doesn't saw off his leg until the end, and I want to see if he actually does
Yeah.
it. It's like all these questions you have, and it keeps rolling, it keeps moving. It probably could have been 10 to 15 minutes shorter.
I think so.
And
Yeah.
then obviously, if you clean up the acting, it's epic. But guys, this movie has resonated with people. Like they've had so many sequels. And everyone loves it. Like it has
I wonder
to be
if the sequels are better because when I think of Saw, I think number 2.
Yeah.
Like in my mind.
So Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. That's a great one.
I gotta watch it because now I don't even
You're
remember
confusing
what I don't know if I'm confusing them or what, but
Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the first horror movie that
Very
I
scary.
watched
I remember
where
being
I was
very
like,
scary.
I don't know if I'm built for this. I don't know if
The other movie I almost watched last night, or not last night, Saturday night, was Poltergeist. Because now,
because of what we talked
now I
about?
want to watch it.
like the original.
Yeah, you haven't listened to the ET episode, right?
you need to listen to the ET
Yeah,
episode.
it's very funny.
You'll just become closer to Nate in so many ways.
Yeah, that's true. He really
guys
played
will-
your
you
part
guys will
well.
bond.
He played
Yeah.
your part well. But it was interesting that he did Poltergeist at the same time, and I want to watch
did them-
Poltergeist now.
Did them with each other in mind.
Yeah.
So
Spielberg.
basically, Spielberg was filming both at the same time.
Spielberg did Poltergeist.
He was the producer, so he was heavily impacting the director. They were best friends, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And essentially, they were filming both at the same time, and he was a writer that was heavily involved, so much so that he's basically, I don't know if he went down on record or if this was just observed, that essentially E.T. is the dreams of the suburbs.
The
and,
kids, yeah.
And the poltergeist is the nightmares of the suburbs.
Yeah.
Did you watch
Steven.
E.T. with us?
No.
Dude, I'm telling you,
I would have loved your take on
I
E.T.
actually, I think that, I know you don't listen to the podcast, but I would love for you to watch that and then listen to that episode, because I think that if you did it in that order,
I would really be interested in
I would
that
be interested
in
in
your
your
take
take.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are really committed to this. All right.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I think it's one of our best episodes.
I was laughing out loud on the treadmill.
Yeah, I was laughing out loud on the plane when I was listening to it. So funny.
We've gone on record
We're
saying
hilarious.
we do this for ourselves
We're hilarious,
and the Germans.
Remington.
We do this for ourselves and the German listeners.
Well, what's next? Apparently for me, some ET at some point. Besides that, Catch Me If You Can.
Hold
We
up.
do-
So is he supposed?
Finally.
Are we supposed to? Is he supposed to be like he's about to have an affair and then just chooses not to? Is that
I think
supposed?
he
Well,
has been.
he has been, but
an
he
affair.
had showed
This
up
is his last
to
straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
to
was
shut
done.
it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that. I don't know. I don't know if that's strong enough. Like that does nothing for me for his character. Like pick one.
Like you.
Did you get a tattoo ring?
No.
Oh, I can't tell.
This is one of
I
those
thought it was
rubber
like a
rings.
red tattoo.
It's very skinny.
Jessica got a new tattoo.
So
on
I can
her,
lift.
on our not honeymoon, but on our trip. She got a new tattoo
On her hand?
Yeah. What'd you get?
on her arm, right
That's
there.
cool.
Yeah.
What is
I've
it?
got one there.
It's lyrics from 21 Pilots. It says, I can't remember, something about fear.
Cut my life into pieces.
Nah, something about fear and something about. I think it's
No
fear.
breathing. Don't.
I think it's fear will lose, peace will win, or something like that.
Oh,
Papa Roach.
that was Papa Roach. Catch Me If You Can, the book.
If you're wanting to
Frank
get an extra
Abagnale?
10 to 15 pounds on the bench, you put that song on. Or wait for 2 minutes during Enter Sandman. And then it's
yeah.
Molly's Game,
that's exciting.
which I've not seen.
I'm very excited for the future of this podcast where we just watch what we feel like.
Wicked, which I love.
Interesting for you to say that right after what I just said.
That's what Brett loves.
And
When's the second movie come out?
Right around the time that
Really? Okay.
and Birdman. Yeah, some
Big
great
fan
ones
of the
coming
Birdman.
up.
Wow, I like that.
Dude.
Right before we go into our Christmas episodes, that's our November lineup right there.
I
We're
think
doing
so.
Catch Me If You Can next. That's coming up.
It's next. It's the
Dude,
next one.
That
Frankie.
book is fun.
It's very.
I'm going to watch the
Give
movie
it a
too.
listen. Give it a listen before we drop this episode next week.
Yeah, tell me if
Give the book a listen, or at
Yeah.
least watch the movie.
I'll
that's
tell you
true.
this. I go from no
The
book.
The
Because if you're gonna listen to our podcast about the book, you need to understand where we're coming from. Because I go from thinking
is
Frank
different.
Abagnale is hilarious to being like, you gross.
Where I don't think I'm there yet. You guys are both really dogging him, and I haven't seen anything. I mean,
You're not done yet with the book, but you're ready
I'm not
to go.
done.
Okay.
No, I'll be ready.
Yeah, I go from thinking he's
The
funny
part
and
where
clever.
he like impersonates a doctor and puts people's lives at risk. That doesn't feel great.
No, that's actually no. The end of that season of his life is actually one of the only redeemable qualities he has, where he's like,
And then it gets worse.
well, no, he's like, I realized something could actually go wrong,
Yeah.
and he decides to
Dude.
cut
Yeah,
it
but he
out.
does it for like
When
2
he-
years. Like
when
at
he
the end of
gets-
2 years.
When he gets all of the like interns or whatever.
Yes, that's
to
where I
get-
was like,
That's
he's literally ruining people's lives.
incredible.
Yeah, he's-
But
Is it?
But
Oh, I've got some
terrible.
hot takes on
okay,
that.
all right. I
I've
can't
got
wait.
some hot
get
takes
ready
on
for
that.
next week.
See you then.